Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. What's happening? It's the Shake Up guys. How y'all doing out there? As always, I have to bring in my counterparts because these guys are lunatics and that's just how we do things. And joining me today, back again after winning the in-law Hunger Games, my man, J Rock in the building. What's happening, man? What's going on with you, dog? You made it, man.
I made it,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? And also joining us, as always, is the other half of the Shake Up guys, Mr. Misogyny himself, and the world, and the rated R superstar, I'm sorry I messed that up, is Mr. J friggin' L.
Nope, you did it all wrong.
I don't care. Fuck you.
Nope,
Anyway.
I'm going back. You did it all wrong.
Anyway, now,
you did it all
switching the
wrong.
camera forward. Joining us in studio today.
You see us. You know who it is.
Okay.
They don't see you yet.
That's quite enough out of you.
All right.
I haven't even switched over to you yet, so we still on Jay.
Introduction.
It's going to be one of them
Calm down. Joining us today in studio, spending their time with us on this Merry Christmas episode of the Shake Up Guys. We got Megan and Brittany, two sisters who are going to give their input on stuff that us dudes probably don't give a shit about. Anyway, that being said, that is who's on the show today, so we can keep this shit moving. And again, what's up, guys?
I protest this show, by the way.
Why? Why you got a problem with it, man?
So
Go ahead,
I want
tell
to hear
them.
what they got to say.
Why?
You should have had us on then because we're going to tell you everything.
Put your fingers in your ears. Everything. You're going to hear all the nasty shit.
I better not.
They're going to tell you everything.
I bet. So these are my sisters.
That's why you look down in the dumps, nigga.
Very enthusiastic.
Right.
Okay.
And you better be happy, you know. Your
I
sisters
love
are
y'all.
on
I'm
here.
happy to charge.
We are going to share what is the real deal because you know we don't hold anything back. So it is what it is.
Okay, that's great. Well, tonight's episode, we're talking about Marriage Material Part 2. And obviously, these two lovely ladies are married, so they can give us their insight on that. But before we dive into that serious subject matter, Jay, the fuck is the deal, man?
Current events.
Current events, man. Current events. Jasmine Cashmere. She was a very popular porn star back in the day.
Sounds
She was very popular. Very known for being nasty. All that good stuff. Yeah, go to Google, look her up. She's now the proud pastor, ordained minister and pastor of a church
Oh, I think I heard about it.
in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah, she's preaching the word from the pulpit. She went from the pussy to the pulpit.
Bringing
She's
it
a
in the
preacher
name
now.
of the Lord.
She's twerking for Jesus now.
According to Christianity, no one is beyond redemption. So
That's right.
That's right.
that is
There you go.
that's just how that's supposed to
Paul,
go.
Apostle Paul used to be Saul. Do you remember that? Oh, you better teach. Okay, don't let me
Just because you went to Lutheran school, you still ain't shit.
I
And y'all
like to-
moral majority
I would like to
motherfuckers can kiss my
interject
ass.
something here. I wasn't finished because what I was going to say is, you know, as far as, you know, Christianity preaches about forgiveness and all this other stuff, but I am a black man in America. So to me, it's nothing more than a slave religion. Anywho, that being said, Jay, please continue on with Jasmine Cashmere, please.
I'm taken back because I'm trying to figure out how do you go from the pussy to the pulpit?
No, it's easy because
How does that happen?
Because the preacher hustle is one of the greatest legal hustles of all time.
There it is.
That is true. Last night on 2020, they were talking about was it Jimmy and Tammy Faye Baker, and that was
Still alive?
no.
Yeah.
When Tammy Faye's dead, she died.
Jimmy's still alive.
Still alive on TV, still selling product for the Lord.
No.
So yeah, it's all about any TV preacher, anything Creflo Dollar. It's all big money. That's all it is.
But I'm taken back because I'm like, you went from sucking
What?
many a dick on camera.
I know niggas that's gangsters that, you know, turn their life over, whatever. And
Okay, this woman's specialty, she was known for being nasty. Like she go the extra mile nasty.
Okay.
She did the shit that make little Kim blush nasty.
Right.
That was her specialty.
So you're saying one sin is bigger than the other?
Not at all. I'm saying simply, how do you put yourself in that role?
You just change your life, man.
Because she changed her life, so the people that she's gonna reach are
Why
gonna
you
be the
taking this
people
personal?
that were in. Oh, I'm not, because baby, I
Okay.
was never a stripper. I ain't got the body, but if I did, we ain't gonna talk about that. So
He gonna hang himself before the end of this show.
This
I
is
just
the
want to point that
J-Rock
out.
suicide episode.
Before this show is over, he's gonna be making
I'm sorry,
the news.
bro, for everything
He's gonna be
that's
making the
about to
news.
happen.
Yeah, this is gonna be not pretty.
I'm just gonna point to you and go earmuffs.
You got enough shit in there.
Earmuffs, bro. Earmuffs.
Right, but if you think about it, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no sin greater than the other. The people that she's gonna reach are gonna be people that would not normally go to church if it was somebody that was bougie or, you know, just the normal, regular pastor who doesn't, you know, hasn't lived that life. So she's gonna be able to reach people or maybe even go into places that these other pastors wouldn't dare go in or wouldn't go in.
So you saying we don't know her life, so
Clinics,
we can't, we don't
swingers
know.
parties.
Hold on, we haven't walked a mile in her shoes, so we shouldn't judge. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that because we, you know,
'Cause I was gonna say
obviously-
them old hoe statements. Them was all old hoes. That's old hoes. That's what old hoes say.
What?
When no sin is greater than the other, you ain't walked a mile in my shoes. You can't judge
no,
me.
no.
Only God can judge me. Them all hoe statements.
Now, I'm not saying what she did was right, but what I'm saying is that if God called her to do something, see, Apostle Paul was Saul and he was killing Christians. Okay, so tell me that her getting up on a pole or doing some nasty things is any comparison to that.
Oh no, she was on poles. She wasn't on the pole. She was on poles. She was riding dick, Megan. Stay with me.
Okay.
On camera,
So, but
riding
you're
dick
trying to say
and
that
taking
that is-
shots of cum.
You're trying-
Do you want her giving you your communion on Sunday?
Okay, first of all, right. First of all, you're trying to compare
Ain't
her
watching this
being
shit.
promiscuous to someone who was out killing Christians,
No,
and God
no.
still changed him and was able to use
No,
him
no.
to bring people to him.
According to the book.
Promiscuous. Everybody in this room has been promiscuous. She was taking dick for money and vagina.
So is that worse
for
than
cash.
murder?
Nigga, you're comparing an age-old that we don't even know is factual.
look at it
we can't
scientifically.
confirm that.
If you look at it scientifically, all them sperm cells that got murdered as she swallowed them,
Facts. The vanilla
I think she
pudding cup.
probably killed more people than Saul.
No, she didn't kill more babies than Saul. More kids have died in her mouth than
Oh my God.
fucking the Holocaust.
Delete it. Granny is about to see
did.
this.
Granny ain't watching this shit. Hey,
Granny will
out.
click. Granny will click
out.
on that
Just
link.
to see what
Granny.
it is.
And she will not
Granny.
even hold on. She won't even let you know that she's seen it. Right. Okay.
Hey, Granny.
know.
And it's about to be Christmas time. I want my present.
Granny,
I
this
want
all
mine.
for entertainment. Don't pay no attention to this.
But anyway,
The point is that she didn't.
I don't know. I think
She's a
anybody.
walking abortion clinic, and now
think
she's a
it's-
peach.
I don't think anybody is beyond redemption.
Right.
I
I
don't
was just
think
trying to
That's
say
where I was
that.
going with
I
that.
just hate it when people always jump to the preacher hustle
Yeah.
There we go.
because
I
it's a
agree.
hustle.
Right. And then that's different. Is she just using it to hustle, or are you using it to really because you believe in this and you want to save people and because that's what you believe in?
And it begs the question: when did she have this epiphany?
Well, you have to ask her. We'll have to have her.
That's what I wonder. Like, when did that happen?
During her last gangbang, she was like, you know what? I should give it to the Lord.
Well,
You just have to
hopefully-
think
She
well,
finished. You think she finished after
shot.
she had that epiphany?
She still want to
I'm
get
just
paid.
saying.
Oh, yeah.
She still want to get paid. She need the
I don't
money.
know. I think everybody can change, man.
Anyway,
Next one. Y'all go ahead.
I mean, I know we don't talk. I just gotta let's say
politics and religion, the
Yeah,
two things that
I
split
know.
the room the most.
it. And here's the
She
second
brought
part
up
is
religion.
politics, but
Oh fuck me!
yep, my man's
Impeach.
got the impeachments.
It's not gonna do
Thank
anything.
you, Lord.
So
Even though
I don't think it's not.
It
I don't
doesn't
think it's
mean
not gonna
it
happen.
has zero meaning.
It has zero meaning, but
I mean, his powers are suspended for right now.
right, which is a good thing.
God, we might be
Which is a
safe.
good thing. But we forget about the man who's behind him. Also.
Yeah.
The only thing I think this is gonna hurt is
So.
his re-election campaign.
Yeah.
If he tried to run again in next year, I don't think anything will happen.
But
That's the only
I mean,
thing-
that is
only
something big. There's
impact
only
it's gonna
been
have.
3 presidents in the United States that's been impeached. So I thought, that is a current event. Fuck him, fuck Nick Cannon and Suge Knight. So
Damn,
Dang,
we back on that?
I thought you liked Suge Knight.
You used to like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, until
What changed?
after I believe some,
Did he have something to do with Tupac? Yeah, Tupac was-
I ain't got no problem. I don't want no smoke. That's him.
Fuck you,
I ain't got
Suge.
no problem with you.
nigga.
I hope free Suge Knight. Nah.
All right.
You got any other current events?
Well, I just wanted to say, since y'all brought up politics, and I hate politics,
We
I
know.
figured I would just interject this one point. Okay. Don't none of these motherfuckers care about y'all, man. I'm sorry, Trump.
Please
The
understand.
Democratic Party, none of them care about you. The only reason why they want to impeach Trump is so they can impede the presidential election. Therefore, they can put forth a cucked ass candidate and they can keep going back to business as usual, saying fuck the people and getting this bread. That's all it's ever been about. That's all it's ever going to be about. Because if they really gave a fuck about you, they put their backing behind old boy, the old man. And but everybody knows that the old man is going to take all their money away. Well, not away, but he's
yeah,
going to keep
he
y'all
gonna
from getting these campaign
these big-
donations,
yeah.
keeping y'all 100 millionaires in fucking office and all this other bullshit. So if you want to keep banging on wax, Republican, Democrat, go ahead. But I think you're a fucking idiot. That's it.
Yeah,
all I gotta say
I
about
agree
that.
with that 100%.
So
Yep, I agree. Amen.
yeah. So
I approve.
with all that being said, we don't really have a lot of current events today because the news cycle is completely bombarded by impeachment.
It really
I mean, he is a peach. So what the fuck is your point? You know,
A peach.
like I give a fuck.
Impeachment and the Wells Fargo guy. That's all
The
they really
Wells
talk
Fargo
about.
guy.
The guy who stole $88,000
Jesus
from
Christ.
Wells
He
Fargo.
didn't even steal a lot of money. Those guys in Brazil got away with hundreds of millions of dollars, and all they did was dig a fucking tunnel.
But that's all that's in the news right now. Yeah.
You gotta be smarter than that, man.
You gotta be quicker.
Right. Shit. It's not like he stole the money and then like put it in a mutual fund. So
Nah, he
it'd
just
be
flashed
something
it
when he
on
got out of
fucking
jail or
Instagram.
something. That'd be
Fucking
awesome.
jerk.
You flashed it on
Under the
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you got caught.
Oh, that's how you
Stacks
got
some
caught.
cash.
Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah,
we
told you,
talked about that.
attention-seeking behavior, man. That's what we
Attention-seeking
talked about.
behavior.
That was our show
You could have been
topic.
home free.
Boom. But you got to show your ass. And now look at you.
He never would have got caught except he was flashing his money
Yep.
on Instagram.
Never would have.
So fuck him. Yeah, he's dumb. Want to go into the topic, man?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just
Sure.
gonna sit back on this one.
God damn.
But you're married too.
Here, man, it's a
Yeah.
cord
Speak
right
up.
here. You can hang yourself with that, man. It's a banister. You can just tie it up.
It's really not that big of a
It's
deal.
really not. I mean, it's
It
a
wasn't,
decent
but since he's
subject.
making a big deal out of it,
I mean,
now
it's not
I'm
like
gonna fuck with
it's
him.
not like they're gonna have like open discussions about fellatio.
Oh yes, we are. Yeah, we are. We really are.
Probably not.
Yeah, me and Megan are. Megan's open. Britney's chicken shit.
Yep.
So Megan's gonna talk about it. Justin's gonna kill himself.
You're gonna try to shame her because she's got shit to lose.
No, but yeah, but yeah, they like
What are you
I
doing?
would like
they
to say
light
that.
skin. They change colors.
Right.
So
Like,
I like fucking
so Brittany,
Because I wanna fuck with him.
this weekend. Why do you associate with those Negroes? You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I know them. Just don't ask me no questions.
Just so you know, I do work in corporate America, and I'm hoping that's why I didn't share it on my page.
No, I
because
deleted that
I don't
shit.
need it to make.
Yeah.
I fucking
you
did.
fucking
Brittany
asshole.
is gonna be on it. My boss.
Hasn't she
Y'all
ever
ain't
seen your
shit.
comedy? But by the way, Brittany's a comedian.
Why are you friends
She's
with your
never
boss?
seen your grandmother has never seen your comedy at all.
Right.
Never. My mom has never seen my comedy.
Yes, she
You
has.
tell them don't come to my show.
When? Mom has never been to a show.
Oh, she hasn't? Oh,
Dad has never been to a show.
yeah.
Well, you talking about fucking lubes and nipple clamps and shit?
No, she's talking about
When
basically
was
her
that?
kids.
She did the one,
Funny shit.
the one comedy show, the one I actually came
I
to.
wasn't there, I don't think.
Yeah, you
Never
were. You
talked
were sitting there
about
eating
nipple
chicken
Yes, she
wings.
did.
I swear to you, I never mentioned.
Okay, well, what the fuck ever then. Anyway, going
about
into today's
her
topic,
kids.
fucking light skin. I swear. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Going into today's topic, we brought the subject up. We broached it once before with the young lady Key we had on. We talked about, are you marriage material? She gave us a lot of good points, a lot of insight, background. She had kind of a checkered, some daddy issues she needed to deal with. So she was very insightful. I thought, since both of you young ladies are here today, you're both married, you give us more insight. Maybe you can give some advice to the ladies out there what they can do to get married, or what they can do to just stop fucking up. I figured both of you will be great.
Yeah. Okay.
You've been
Quit
married for
fucking
how
up.
long?
I've only been married for 2 years.
Only been married for 2 years, but you've been with your husband for
16.
16 years. God damn. That's a,
They've
that's
been
a
married
ride.
for 16.
Right. And you've been married for how long, Megan?
Going on 4 years in May.
4 years in May.
Yep.
Now, do you mind me asking, is this your first marriage?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm a pro at telling women how you can get married.
We were counting on
He was
that.
counting on that. I didn't kind of want to lead into that.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, ask away. I'm here. Here all night.
What number are you on?
This is my third marriage.
Your third marriage?
Yep.
Okay, so you gotten 3 dudes to put a ring on it.
Yes. Yeah. I would say.
I don't even know if the first one counts.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first
Damn,
one.
you a hater.
I mean, that's real. Like,
Damn, you a hater.
I don't think the first one counts. I mean, the second one was pretty illegitimate.
What's wrong with the first one? Why the first one?
Second one was a mulligan.
Wait, back up. Let's get some. We gotta get some background.
The second one was a
The
straight
first one
mulligan.
lasted like 20 days or something.
Yeah,
What
it
the
was,
fuck?
I remember
No,
that
that
shit. Was it a month? A whole month?
Half it was.
No.
No, we're talking about Kurt.
I
Who
was
the
like,
fuck is Kurt?
Your
Come on,
first one.
background story. You gotta
Wait.
give background because the people listening don't know. So you got married the first time. You knew the
did.
guy for how long?
Like 6 months.
6 months and got married. So you got to do to put a ring on it after only 6 months.
Yeah.
Ladies, take note. We're gonna get to that. What you can do, how you can get this dude to put a ring on it. Justin's gonna kill himself before this shit gets done. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Step
Lord.
1, find a goofy.
Find a good. Second
That's step 1.
Second step is reverse cowgirl. Now,
Nah.
I just want to see that look right there. That's what I was going for, right there. There we go. Now, okay. And how long did the first marriage last?
Like 6 months.
So 6 and 6.
3.
3 months. We
I don't
down 6
remember.
months to 3
Like
months.
I
That was like a
said,
month.
it don't count. Okay, yeah, the second one was like 6 months.
the first one was like 30. You had it annulled. It was like 30 days, I thought.
Oh yeah, it was an annulment. So
Okay. So
Legally, it
somewhere
didn't count.
between a month, 6 months, and 3 months.
no.
somewhere
The
in there.
second one.
Okay,
was,
the first one was a
first
month.
one was annulment. So that was.
Okay, so first one we last 6 months, put a ring on it, annulled within a month.
Correct.
Okay, second one.
Was together 3 months, married, and then actually we got a divorce. Okay, so separation was after like 6 months, but divorce was like a year.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
you had to find them.
Had to find
I had to
you.
find him because I left him.
Oh,
I left
okay.
him.
I got
And
you.
I had to find him.
So the second one, you met this guy, and within 3 months, you got him to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Ladies, take notes. Y'all fucking up.
Take these kind of notes.
Megan
No,
need to,
it's not gonna
she's
end well.
doing something right. 6 months, 3 months, and everybody's not only said, "Okay, I like you, my
Right.
girl." They said,
What's number 1?
"I'm wifing you."
Find a goofy.
Find a goofy.
Find you a goofy.
Man, I
You want to
found-
hear number 2 again, motherfucker?
No, motherfucker.
All right then.
There is no number 2.
And
Bastard.
then, and then number 3.
Number 3, I'm married now.
Married now. How long?
To a non-goofy.
To almost,
non-goofy, and that's why
almost
it's
4
lasted so
years
long.
in May.
Almost 4 years. How long did you guys date before you got married?
So I knew him. We were together 6 years previously to us getting married, and we were together. It was not that long, 6 months. But then we we stayed in contact for 6 years, and on and off throughout
And
those
then got
6 years.
married after
Yep, and then got married after that.
So
After
she
6 months of
had
dating.
well, she already dated him, and then 6 years went by where they stayed in contact.
Yep. And then we
got-
rekindled.
Then, yeah, then they
And
got
then
married.
we
So
got
she,
married.
it wasn't like she only knew him for 6 months. It was
Yeah.
like 6 years.
Stop. What are you?
I'm just
What are you, a
helping.
counselor or
I'm
her
helping.
defense counsel, motherfucker?
I am. That is what I'm good at.
Is you gonna whisper to her every time you want to answer
Right,
a
it's
question?
Like, just please don't object to that.
Okay.
Move on.
No, because
Not
I want you to
answer that.
Asked and answered. Asked and answered.
Right.
Let's
The
go.
Ask
first
and answer,
two
yeah.
marriages, I would say, I was very young.
You in your 20s.
Never get married before you're 25,
yeah,
people.
but my first marriage, I was
Ever.
literally like
No one.
23 or 22 or something.
Okay.
Like that.
That's still young.
Yeah,
is young.
I was very young. And then
You a character witness now?
You fucking right,
yeah,
man.
this is my brother and sister. You're not gonna do me.
That's that light skin shit.
Right,
Y'all
you're not
stick
gonna do
together,
me.
man.
Like,
And then the second one, I was still young, but
Okay.
I knew better. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I don't know. I just did it, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm that type of
Was
person.
that
I
the
just did it.
rapper?
Yes, he's a great rapper.
It's a mixtape rapper.
I mean,
Is he still?
he's still in
He's still trying to be a rapper.
He's still trying, so that doesn't really make him a great rapper.
Do you know where he's at?
I mean, some of the
Yeah,
best
I have no
rappers
idea.
never.
I don't
even
you
remember
never
what
heard
he
of.
looks like.
He's in B-Town.
Oh, still trying to
I
be a
don't even know
rapper.
what he looks
I was literally joking.
How old is he?
Yeah.
That's really sad.
How old is he?
He's in his 30s.
He's my age, so I'm getting ready to be 36. So
Still in
I gotta
B-Town.
look him up, see what.
And he just dropped a song. He just dropped the album like
Did he?
last week.
oh God,
What's his name?
poor child.
Well, we'll get onto that later.
We
Yeah.
don't do advertising for people who don't
I
pay
don't know. I
us.
wasn't gonna tell him. I was just.
Unless you're Netflix, of course.
Facts. So, wow. So 3 marriages. You're currently on your 3rd marriage. All of them within 6 months or less.
First of all, let's go back. Okay, 6
Now getting
years.
married within.
Within
okay.
damn, motherfucker. Stay with me. Married
Married.
within 6 months.
A rekindleship? Yes.
Rekindle
Only
shit.
the 3rd one was a rekindle.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. You're saying all of them, so
Okay,
I'm
you-
separating one.
We're stay focused. Stay focused.
I'm separating
You're having
mine.
light skin rage right now.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
Ooh, Lord.
So,
Okay, so what's the question?
Right.
what advice would you give to the young ladies out there who are thinking, I want to get married? Not 3 times, but
Don't
I
do
want to
it.
get married.
Pop, lock, and drop it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Please transition to that face right there.
I'm sorry,
That
brother.
face right there.
that is
We're all
not
on
it.
screen right
I
now.
know, but his
it.
face is priceless.
That is not it. I would just say, you know,
That was it. Just
Step 1.
so if I talk about my current marriage, I would say, you know, it's just about being willing to put your guard down, being willing to submit, which I hear is a big thing with women, especially of color, and I will say that. Because we are very independent. We are very strong by nature. And so it is hard to submit to a man, you know, after you used to being independent. I was a single mom, so me submitting to somebody is not very easy. You know, I have, as you just seen, my light skin rage. So, no. But I would literally say you got to be willing to put that guard down, and you got to be willing to submit outside of this sexual stuff. Like, you got to be able to literally be ready to submit. Not lose yourself, but submit to the person that you're going to be with. And that's a very hard thing for women to do.
So is a black girl attitude real? Is that the whole, is it a myth or is it real?
I think that it takes a strong man. I will tell you that it takes a strong man to knock that guard down in order to have a woman, a black woman, submit to you. She got to be all the way confident that you're going to be able to lead her in whatever potential family that you guys put together. So at the
In
end of the
order
day,
to take a back seat.
right?
She has to understand and believe that you're going to be there and you're going to do what you need to do.
Exactly.
So it's not just the sexual stuff. It's not just pop, locking, and dropping.
It's not. I mean,
It's
obviously
not. That
that's-
helps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta have that good, you know.
So I mean, you got to
What else
throw
are
that
you gonna do
motherfucker
on a
back.
Saturday
like,
night?
Right, exactly. I mean, you don't want to be with somebody and then, you know, they're like,
It's like,
yeah, it's like, dang, she's so submissive, but
she's
I mean,
whack in bed.
yeah,
and
exactly,
she
like-
can't throw that ass.
yeah, you
know?
gotta have it all. You gotta be a total package, but you also gotta be a total package within yourself before you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The table.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm having so much fun with this.
Yeah, I see that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and people always say, oh, you know, I want to be with somebody that makes me happy. You gotta be happy before you be with somebody.
Thank you. Why the fuck is it up to somebody else to make you
They
happy?
can't
If
make
you
you
can't be
happy.
happy
Right.
with who you are,
Yeah.
then you are fucked anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly.
Nobody is gonna
Exactly.
make you happy. Your
They can
happiness.
add to your happiness.
Right.
Your happiness
I can
needs to come
sprinkle
together.
you
Right.
a little bit.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
I can add to it.
I can
like
add,
you
it's like
said.
sprinkles on
Yeah.
a Sunday. I can make it look better, but you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta be happy.
So I
man.
think that's the biggest thing is being able to submit and know that you're ready for that, because women will be like, oh, they get so caught up on, I want to have a wedding, I want to have a ring, I want to find a dress and have all my girls do that. You know, like, yeah, that part's fun, but after that's over, like,
Yeah.
then what? You know, you
Put
got to
in
be
work.
ready to put in work and support him too. So.
Yeah, so you gotta be out there with them while he's slinging mixtapes. You gotta be
Hey,
right
I was out there on the
scene.
road with him while we was building his business. Like, you got to be willing to grind with your man. Like, it's not about him going out there to grind and then bring you back all the cheese. Like, no, you need to be having your own grind so that you're not needy. And then you need to also support him. And if that means, if you're the type of person like me, I'm I'm a hands-on manager, so I'm going to come in and, you know, I'm going to, you know, do the work like he's going to do the work. So
Okay. That was wonderful. Everything you said, I'm with you 100%. I like to add a little something to that.
Please.
What you said about you got to grind with your man, I'm with that 100%. I think that's awesome. However, if you, I'm just saying, if you sitting back, not you guys, I'm just
right,
saying,
just in general.
these people, if you are out there sitting there on your hands waiting for somebody to bring you something back, I always ask this question. I was like, why is it when, I'm speaking for dudes because I'm a dude, when a dude makes it, he gets rid of the chick he was with? I always wondered that. I don't know if anybody else had that question. And then I started to think to myself, I'm not in their house, so I don't know what the fuck he's going through with this person. And I will say this, if you're sitting there waiting for somebody to go out and achieve so you can reap the benefits, this is why they leave you.
Exactly.
Once they get there, because your faux support that you're giving, like for instance, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and it was like, are you gonna have time for me on such and such day? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I got shit going on. Well, you got time to do this. Talking about this show.
Bitch, this is important.
Right. What she doesn't know is what she might not know is because she's probably not gonna watch this shit.
That's what you do.
I fuck with you like that. I will pick this shit for no money over you every fucking time.
Okay.
I'll make no money doing this. You are just a hand with a face.
Right.
Okay? I will pick this shit for no money
And a
every
mouth.
fucking time.
Right.
And a mouth.
And that's because that's your passion. And then you have to, and even with a man, they have to be able to differentiate the type of women that they're with. You know, a woman that has her own business, she's so busy doing that, you know, and you meeting her, she's not gonna be worried about, oh, well, why you can't meet with me at this time. She's gonna respect your hustle because she got her own hustle, you know. So, I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, and that's when you know that that's not the right person because they're not supportive. They're not.
No, it's fake support.
Right.
It's like you waiting for it to turn into something before you can. Then you want to run up and say, "Well, I always had your back." I always, you know, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. He actually complained every time I was doing this. And
Right.
you know, like,
You were waiting to reap the rewards.
Exactly.
The benefits.
It's like you
But
want
you
to sit
stuck
there and act
around.
like you was there the whole time.
See,
No, you wasn't.
that's the whole thing, man. It's like you said, we don't know what goes, because a lot of times it's not even positive, you know what I'm saying, vibes. Just why you got to do this all the time? Why you got to do that all the time? Woo, woo. All right, well, guess what? When I'm there,
Facts.
why you got to fucking
The way I
complain
feel
all
like
the
it's
time?
like-
Why ain't you at my back all the time? Deuces.
You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Jim.
Exactly.
and as
I'm glad
you
you
know,
finally said something besides.
Right, Joe trying to stay alive. Hungover.
and
there we go.
and before you think about getting married, you have to think about the worst possible situation that you and your spouse could get into and determine if you would be willing to take up everything that you needed to do, all the slack. And I'm talking about if you got in the worst possible situation, your husband got into a car accident, couldn't work, and he couldn't work for a year. Would you go out there and would you go grind and would you take care of your family? If you can't say yes to that because you're so used to getting from the men that you are dating or whatever, or you feel like everything should be handed to you, then don't get married. Because I promise you it's going to be a time where you get into that situation. It may not be for a year, it may not be for this and that, but you have to be able to get your hands dirty and go out there and support your family, you know?
100.
And you got to be willing to do that. If it never happens, cool. But you got to be able to think about that and say, am I the type of person that's going to be able to handle that? If you're not, at that point in time in your life,
You're not
don't get
marriage
married.
material.
No, you're not marriage material. Period.
Wow.
That's what's up.
I mean, you.
Hey, I love these conversations.
Yeah, this is a great conversation.
There's,
She's giving a lot of insight. A lot of insight to that.
I got a,
Go ahead.
what am I trying to say? A scenario for that.
Oh, hungover
So
ass.
I know. I'm trying to
Please get your
stay
shit
above water.
together.
Trying to stay above water.
Please get your shit together.
So back when Damone and I after we had my youngest, Dre, he's 5 now, but I was a stay-at-home mom. He was grinding, taking care of me, doing all that stuff, and then he decided he wanted to go back to school and finish to get his bachelor's, and he did that. But he thought, you know, as soon as he graduated and had his bachelor's degree, he could get out of the factory, he could go get a corporate job. And it was a struggle. He quit his job at GM. It was like, I'm about to just find
You try to step out on faith.
Right.
Yeah.
And it didn't work at first. So for about 6 months, he was unemployed. And I got a new job. I went and I hustled and I grinded and I held us down. And I never once made him feel guilty about it or made him feel less of a man or threw it in his face like, oh, well, I'm out working. Well, I would never do that to my husband because you don't.
Because he held you down.
He held me down, and you just don't do that to a man who's trying. You know, he wasn't just sitting around saying, well, you got a job now, I don't got to do nothing. He was trying. And so, I mean, it's important to always still uplift him and encourage him and just have his back or whatever.
This is what I say about my family is it's a team. Like when my wife and myself, it's a team. Them and it's a team effort, man. Like everything we do, we make sure we do it as a unit. You know, like with the kids and going to the football games and traveling. They travel all the goddamn time with all the football and stuff.
Be in Tampa next month.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Traction AP Boom Squad.
It's not, and then it's never complaining about where you at in life and whatever your situation is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, I remember times before I got my job where I lost the job and was not working for a little bit. My wife held it down. She ain't complained.
Yeah.
She knew there was a process for me getting the job that I got now, and she just rolled with me, you know, and now she's starting her own business.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
gosh. Let's
And
shout out her business right now.
That Hippie Unicorn. you know
Hippie
what I'm saying?
Unicorn, if you need anything with the CBD, okay, you need to go ahead and hit her up.
What-
She's on Facebook,
Can we
Crystal
get some
Calloway.
advertising revenue before you start throwing shit out there?
Sorry about that.
But no, but you know,
Anyway.
she
I want my
rocking it
check.
out.
Trying to get the Callaways on the map.
Right, she rocking it out. You know what I'm saying? And I support her. That's what she's doing right now. Sitting at home making product.
That's because
what I mean?
that's what you're supposed to do. It's what she loves to do. And my husband supported me with my special effects makeup. Like everybody thought I was crazy for quitting my job and pursuing that. They're like, what the hell?
I
But
thought
he
you was crazy.
always held me down. He's like, just do it.
thought she had
That's
a
what you like
talent.
to
She had
do.
a
No, I knew she had
has
a
a
talent,
talent.
but I was like, oh my God, like, you know, you get nervous. You get nervous for your sister. You're like, okay, you're holding it down here. Now you're just going to go, and go way over here. Like,
I hate it. I was working at Fort Community School. I hated my
Yeah,
job.
that's true.
I was like, get
you
me
gotta
out
look at that stuff as it's a blessing,
temporary,
man. That y'all
yeah.
got people around you that's
to
going
help support.
to support that. You know what I mean? Like even my family, they don't quite get what I'm trying to do now, but they support it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's
They all
they
saying
need.
it's encouraging. They support it. A lot of people don't have that. And you can tell the people who's on your team. That's why I'll never forget the people who are on my team.
Right.
Ever. Like the people I know on my team. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget them.
Well-
It's the people who want to,
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Them folks that
And a lot of
don't fall by
times,
the wayside.
I forget everybody.
and a
when I
lot of
make it, I don't
Jay's
know.
an asshole.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
none-
Make it out. No, no,
I
no.
don't know none of y'all.
right.
That's fine.
No, but and that is important. A lot of time when it comes to being, are you marriage material? Can I bring you around my family? You know what I'm saying? Like if I brought, there's been times, and this was a long time ago, I bring someone home and my sister be like,
Nope.
All the time.
Nope.
Like,
or vice versa. I'm
Oh
like,
God, yeah.
Strangely enough,
Yeah.
that's funny
But,
because
you know-
I've only had 2 girlfriends in my whole life that's ever met my mother.
I believe that
in my
with
whole
you.
life.
Yeah, I believe that with you.
Yeah, because nah.
No.
But it's important though.
I gotta be
because
with you
if
before
family
you go
don't
meet
click,
them.
man,
So you're
you
saying
ain't
your family's
material.
opinion of your woman is very important to you.
Very important.
That's
Very
your fam.
important.
Do you
course it
believe
is.
that?
I do. Yeah.
I
I know you-
100% agree with that. And it,
You ain't never brought nobody home. You just be like, I'm married. This my husband. Yeah, I just met
I learned
him
about
3.5
all three of her
months ago.
marriages after
After the
the
fact. Yeah.
Okay, listen,
I'd be like,
but-
Megan got married. To who?
Yeah.
oh my
Megan
God.
got married again. To who? When did she get divorced, motherfucker?
You know, for a long time,
she was
Find out in the
still
newspaper
for a
and
long
shit, she
time,
was
Megan, I thought
divorced.
you were a witch. I was like, how the fuck is she doing this?
Oh,
Like, how is this happening?
you know how she doing this. Go ahead. Go
Oh, my
ahead. Turn
God.
red, nigga. Turn red.
You just super sock
It
this
has
dude.
nothing to do.
Right.
I'm gonna pretend like it didn't
Right.
happen.
Yes, it does.
No.
You got super Saiyan pussy. Go ahead. Say
No, I
it.
don't.
Say it. Say it.
Like, no, my
This
thing, I
nigga
was like,
kill
how is it? How is we meeting this? It's like, no, there's like no
Right.
like long term dating. It's just they show up.
Pop up,
I'm
this my
married. I'm like,
husband. I'm married.
congratulations.
Again.
Right.
Again.
Right.
Again.
So, anyways,
The second cat's mixtape.
Oh, what's up, D? D's watching.
hey, hubby, my husband's on here right now. They're giving me a hard time.
You said third husband here. What's happening, man? What's going on?
Oh my God,
husband here.
He said third husband.
First of all, you're the only real husband. Let's
That's
be
what-
real. That's
that's
what
what
I
we
said.
said.
The other two were illegitimate. You are my husband. Anyway,
Well, at least we met him before y'all was married, though.
oh yeah, he was around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was around 6 years prior, and then
The other dude, I mean, no, the other two.
Come on, son.
Goofies.
Come on, son.
You know, they were
Right. So this
kind of some goofy.
This one's for the long haul. Okay, good,
That's
good,
what's
good.
up.
That's what's up. Well, y'all are amazing, man. I'm enjoying this because not typically, very few people who come on are this open and honest, are forthcoming about shit they've done. Very few people I can use to fuck with him. So I'm really appreciating that
okay,
shit.
bro, it's okay.
You
Throw
okay?
your face cut.
That nigga got damn, cuz don't threaten my cup. My cup ain't did nothing to you. Now.
Your face.
Yeah, my cup, my face cut. My cup ain't did nothing to you now. Don't get mad at me. But it's entertaining. I gotta ask though. Now I ask all the female guests that come on here. In this era though, how do you stay committed? Is it harder to stay committed when a replacement with all the hookup apps, the Tinder, the plenty of fish, and all that other shit is literally an app on your phone. It's one click away, one swipe away. When you can have replacement whatever. I don't want to say replacement dick or pussy because I'm trying to be nice. So you can
Now
have.
you're trying to be
Now you're trying to be
I'm
nice.
turning over a new leaf, motherfucker.
whatever.
When you can have a replacement literally one click away, is it harder?
I
Does
mean,
it make it
staying
easier?
married in itself is too
It's
much
hard.
work already. It's
hard.
so much work. Like, why add an extra element of bullshit to that? To add even
what I
more
fucking
work and
say,
drama.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And I think that, what keeps you married is you both having the same goals and you working at that. So if you're working hard at certain goals that you guys have together, why, you just wouldn't think to throw a monkey wrench in that, because at the end of the day, it's only going to set both of you back, And if that's somebody that you're choosing to be with and that you, one, have committed to being with, even though some people on here don't believe in Jesus, but that you have committed under God to be with, like, that means something, it does. And like I said, my other two marriages was illegitimate.
Mulligans.
Right. It was, yeah. But me and my husband now, we have goals that we want to reach, and that would not be conducive to what we're trying to do, bringing somebody else in the situation or feeling like, okay, he's not, I can tell you right now, if it's something that I need done, like, he's going to go get it done. If I need something, he's going to go do it. And I don't care what it takes. But again, we've grinded together to build his business. I've been out on the road with him. I've been moving, couches and whatever else I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I did the paperwork. Like, it's all about, if I put in all of this blood, sweat, and tears into something, why would I go mess it up,
So you were shooting with him in the gym.
I
is
was
what you
shooting
said.
with him in the gym, and I continue to shoot in the gym. That's
Okay,
right.
you tell him, baby, you need to keep your arm in.
Keep your arm in,
keep your elbow
keep it straight, boom, put it like that.
Okay.
And I don't try to run it. That's his business. And if he needs my assistance, I'm going to be there to support him.
But you know your place at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
That's another
I need
big
to fall
thing
back.
too, because a lot of times when people try to become entrepreneurs, their other half thinks that they have the right
Yeah,
to
to
come
step
in
in.
and step in and be like, shit. When it comes to my wife shit, yo, that's you.
But if she asked you
But
for
she
your
asked
help,
me,
you would help.
yeah, no doubt.
Well,
no
go
doubt.
ahead.
But I'm not trying to say that. Oh, this is this is her business. Of course, it's gonna come to our family. You know what I'm saying? But this is her business. I'm not gonna step in and be like, "Oh, you should do it this way. You should do it that way." That's gonna get
Unless
shit
she asks
fucked
you
up.
what you think, and then you're going to give
Right.
your opinion.
Of
Now you want to shout her business out again because I can't remember the name of it.
Hippie Unicorn.
Hippie Unicorn. What
Yep,
is
it's
it?
on Facebook.
What do they make?
So she makes bath bombs for the women, which she can attest to.
Yeah, I love
said
her
y'all
product.
Gotta
stink.
give me some.
Yep, lip balm, healing balm, all kind of just natural healing stuff, and it's on point, man.
Yeah.
That's what's
I'm
up.
telling you what.
Her bath bomb knocked me
in the
out for
spirit
like
of
4
business,
hours.
I guess we have to.
We're gonna have to bring her on. Man.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying,
Well,
like,
she wants to come
a
on anyway.
retraction on the
Has she
show
seen the
because
show?
one of the episodes we did, we really went in on Jeff Bezos' ex, and come to find out, she had a major role in building that business. That's how she ended up with half.
Yeah.
Usually, and I'm not saying every man has
just
to have
saying.
a strong woman.
Yeah, he's not gonna admit to that, but I'm just saying.
I know he's
that's
not
the
gonna admit to
truth.
that.
Right.
He's not.
You gotta make
yeah.
a role in creating that business.
Yeah.
But having somebody on your team, period, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a best
Hey, hold
friend.
that thought for 1 second.
Yeah.
You know you
Yeah.
co-host, nigga. You remember where you sit, nigga. You want to go back to the couch, nigga? You want to go back to the guest chair?
Look, nigga, let her finish her shit,
Nah,
nigga.
hold on. She can hold that statement for
Nigga
a
wanna fuck
second.
with me all damn day.
Let's get something real clear right now, real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck Jeff Bezos' wife, all right? Fuck that bitch. I'm not taking back what I said about her and how she deserves half. She had input building that business. It was still his name, his brand, and his ass on the line for it. Fuck Jeff Bezos' wife. Fuck half her, whatever, half of the settlement agreement.
Richest woman in
and
the
fuck
world.
her. I don't give two fucks. I'm not taking back that shit, and I meant everything I said. I stand on that, and I'm still the world's greatest misogynist. Finish your thought, please.
Oh my God, I don't even know what I was saying after that.
It don't matter. Next question.
All right, next
Now,
question.
I was gonna ask.
So
I'm gonna
to anybody
exclude
wondering
you
why
for a
we'll
second.
never monetize these videos.
That bitch ain't a mogul. Oprah, you don't hear me say shit about Oprah. I'm scared of Oprah. I don't fuck
Still
with that
got
bitch.
more money than everybody you know combined.
Oprah's a mogul. Oprah has connections.
I'm not talking about
This-
Oprah. I'm talking about her. She
this
still
Bezos
has,
bitch?
I'm talking about
I don't give a fuck
Bezos'
about her.
ex-wife. She still has more money than everybody you know combined.
Granted,
And then she
still don't
can
give a
buy
fuck.
everybody you know.
Still don't give a fuck.
Okay.
She could buy me, honestly. She want to buy me. I will walk around
She
that.
would buy you just to sell
I
you.
will walk around her house in old slave attire if she wanted to, and I'll be like, "Yes, a boss. Yes, a master," because she can afford to do that.
That's fucked
and I am for
Just so
sale.
you know.
That's
That's real fucked up. That's the microphone.
All this is for sale. She can buy this shit, and I will not give a fuck about that. Yes, I'll say that. But in the meantime, until she comes to me with that offer, fuck that bitch.
If you're watching
I
this,
meant
you're
all
like,
that
"Oh, she
shit.
watches
I
this
meant
part
everything
right
I
here
said
and
about
just-
it.
And just
I
don't
meant
even
it.
and just flicks her wrist and goes, facts.
And she $100 million.
Winston?
You're my nigger now. Yes, I am
Winston,
a
start
boss.
the Jets. We're going to buy a Negro today.
Yep. She can buy me. I'm tired of working.
Oh, you gonna be working?
I'm gonna be working. I'll dog walk that
Oh,
over.
she gonna be hitting you with a leash. You slut.
I'm for sale. Yeah.
You slut.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, madam.
The
What
brakes
did
off
they
your
call the
ass.
old slave? What they call it?
House slave?
No,
niggas?
not the house slave. What the slave called the lady of the house? Ma'am,
Mistress?
madam. Yes, I am a madam, whatever the fuck. You
Start
can
practicing.
beat my ass. And I am for sale. Brittany, I'm going to exclude you on this next question for just a quick second. Since we're talking about
Jesus
marriage
Christ.
material, when you go into the
Oh,
I hate
God.
you. When you go into the marriage room, the blended family situation. Now, both of you came with kids. You and you, both of you married people who already had kids.
Yep.
How do you make that work? How do you make the blended family?
A lot of prayer.
It's a lot of prayer.
me.
Well, I know Justin. His
He chokes the
situation is
kid out.
different.
So
Yeah, his situation is different.
I just want to punch him every day. But I know. I love
I
him.
appreciate that.
I love him.
You don't need to go to jail.
I don't like him.
All right.
I'm going to punch him every day.
It'd be like that. sometimes. This is my
Oh,
No, I mean, but it's hard, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely hard, especially I came into a time where they were older and this and that, so it was, you know. But I mean, he don't get me wrong, he is a good kid, and he has his moments where he shines. But yeah, he's got a fucking mouth on him, and you know, and he's not mine, so I can't, you know, do the full beat down. But he will get yoked. That's just real shit, you know. But that's my family, and so I will never run from that. A lot of motherfuckers be like, "Oh, fuck this, I'm out." You know what I'm saying? I put a commitment in, I'm rolling through.
So you love them, don't like them.
I
You do
like
what you
him,
need to
but-
do for them.
No, I like it, but you know, at least once a day I want to punch him in his throat.
Treat it like prison. You do just enough, the
Right.
bare minimum, state minimum to keep them alive.
You know.
Hey, here's some pellets and some water.
And it's the fucked up. I mean, like I said, he's doing a lot better and he's growing, so I'm liking him a lot more. You know, he's doing better at school and doing better as far as chores and all that. But yeah, there's still, because I grew up in a household where you did not say shit to your parents.
Right.
You did not talk back. I cannot imagine me saying something to Cab. What?
What?
What's talking back?
Right.
That means if you have an answer for everything
Right.
they said, it doesn't have to be nothing disrespectful. If they say go take out the trash,
Why?
Why?
Or I will.
Yeah.
or I will.
No,
Right.
just do it.
Just
Before
go
I
do it.
break
Just
your
go do it.
fucking nose.
Exactly.
You don't-
It's
you
not.
don't
He's
say
not
that.
disrespectful. It's just a question. Like, don't question.
It's a different era. I've noticed
Yeah.
parents
it is
raising
different
kids in
era.
this era, they kind of pussy. And and I was like, I want to have kids just so I can go old school and chuck shit out of them. Like, don't
Right.
ask me why. I just do what I say.
Well,
Another
it's
addendum
different
I like
now,
to
though,
give, but
because
that's for Justin,
DCS and
Fuck that.
they
I work
have-
for DCS. It was
I'm
very
just
simple.
saying
Don't
it's
leave
different
marks.
because now kids are starting to figure out, oh, well, we do have rights.
No, you really don't.
No, you
It's
really
just
don't.
very simple. It was,
I
don't
work
leave marks.
for one of the best
I don't
jails
give a
in
shit.
Fort
They don't got
Wayne,
rights.
and they
You sound like that. I had one
y'all
one
are
day and told
saying
him I had
that,
rights,
but
and he
according
was
to
like,
the state of
You don't got no
Indiana,
fucking rights.
No, they can have
They
rights.
do.
They can go live somewhere else.
and that's what
Right,
happens.
that's
a lot
the
of
thing,
times.
but that's what they don't understand the consequence of
Right.
doing something.
First
They
of
don't.
all, no. Because I was a case manager for years, and I worked with Guardian ad litem's when I was in Kentucky. That
But
was
so
my
you
first
know
big
though,
person
but
job.
they do have rights.
No, not really. They got.
Well, Kentucky's different than
They're-
Indiana too.
You're not a second class citizen, but you're not.
Well, I'm just saying you don't have the right to like say, well, this is what I want to happen. But I'm saying you can't have your parent
You
beat
can't.
you either
Well,
with
no,
them
of
coming
course
in.
not.
And,
But you can't say I don't want to live with this person anymore because it's not up to you. So you don't have any rights because you can't do shit. You can't sign for shit. You can't say shit.
Right.
Your
I'm talking
opinion
about
is
as far
irrelevant.
as that, yeah, you
Your
don't.
opinion is
right.
Yeah.
irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's
So you don't
irrelevant
really
because I am
have
the
rights.
father.
I get what you're saying too. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but these kids getting out of control.
Yeah, they're
it's
they're-
different.
So how do you make it work?
Cancel Christmas.
He wanted to
Throw all
choke the
their
life out of
presents
his
in a wood
kids.
chipper.
So the
Right.
first thing that we did was we didn't make any separation. So when I say my kids, those are my kids. I don't say my step kids. I don't say I'm your stepmom. They call me mom. They call me mommy. And I discipline them the same way I would discipline I don't show any difference. And so that's what makes it, I guess, blend, you know. And when we got together, I said,
Did they
okay.
say this my light skinned mommy?
No, but they, I mean, they're in our care 100% of the time because their mom is not around. So, so it is a little bit different because we have them. It's not like, oh, they just come and then we blend them together. Like they're with us. But it was more so just not making a difference, just, when kids really know that you got them like that, a lot of times they're not going to rebel. It's when they don't know. It's when they're like, who is this person coming in my life? What are they trying to do? Yeah, let me test them a little bit. And I'm not going to say that there wasn't no testing and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I treated them like I treat my kids. Like, if you do this, you gonna get a whooping. That's just what it is. Like, I don't hold nothing back. Like, if I'm raising them, I'm raising them. So, and with my kids, they just happen to blend very well. And I've heard like nightmares of people that go through that. But, my kids love if I have to separate them, I always call them my bonus babies. But my kids, they love each other. This is my little brother. This is my little sister. This is, and that's just what it is. So I think that was the biggest thing, is just not making any difference in anything. If I buy this kid, this kid, everybody's getting it, You guys are all gonna get it the same way. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's cool.
Well, that's admirable. I gotta respect on both ends. You choking the kid, you blended, bonus babies.
I think that's why I married. One of the reasons why I married Damone is
No
because
kids.
I dated other people. We both dated other people, and I could not be with another man that disciplined. I couldn't stand hearing another man discipline my kid. I was like, I can't do it. I would like physically feel some type of way. And so I was like, no.
I think a lot of women feel like that. They just don't want to admit it.
Right.
That's
I
why they
couldn't
always
do
have
it.
issues in and out of relationships when they have
That's
children,
true.
because somebody who's not their father is
Right.
disciplining them, and then they just react.
I
as
did. I
opposed
was
to
like, I gotta-
understanding why they reacted that way.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Well,
That's
and
me
I-
personally. I just
And I said
really couldn't
Damone's
do
a
it.
great pops.
Thank you.
He
I hope
is.
he's watching.
He
I
is.
told him. He
No,
said he was
he's
watching.
He's a great dad,
He's a
man.
good father.
He
he
does a
ain't
lot.
talking if he in there. So
He's doing a lot to try to give our kids what he didn't get growing up. So he's really trying to change.
But
circle
yeah, I
and
mean
cycle.
that. But he also he disciplines.
Okay, hubby started from the bottom with me. Facts. Yes, baby. I did.
It's like, I'm watching you, motherfucker. No.
Facts.
Facts.
That's why I see Chris on here. Yeah, baby.
I just want to see if you're gonna say anything wrong. They watching with a note pen pad.
Right.
Slip up, motherfucker! I dare you. Slip up.
Yeah.
Say something crazy.
Oh,
I
that's
dare
on
you.
there. Yes.
Hey, you know, that's cool, man. I mean, I think more people should gravitate towards family life as opposed to
great.
just
I think this world would
out.
be better,
it's
bro.
the Wild West out here.
I think
man.
the world
as far
would
as
be better.
relationships go. Oh my
I mean,
God.
it's like, you know, back when we was all coming up, it was, we went to families, like our neighborhood, we grew up in the greatest neighborhoods that there ever was. Crown Colony, whatchamacallit, you know. And
He grew
there
up in
was
that big ass
families.
rich house.
well, but
Rich people
no,
neighborhood.
he grew up with us before then.
Y'all literally.
I just remember that.
I was literally
around the
bike ride away
corner
from
Bike
your
right
house.
away. That's how long we've
I live
known
in
each
True
other.
Ridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
True
he lived
Ridge.
in, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Um,
Just
I
yeah.
was
She
all
was
gay
still-
shit.
Y'all
I
moved
was
before I did.
Yeah, we literally lived
What are you
right
talking
around
about?
I did not know he was
She
in
was still
True Ridge.
young,
Yeah,
young.
Yeah, y'all
like
moved way
6.
before I moved.
Yeah.
Y'all was gone.
But the fact is, I mean, it was families, and it was families not just in the home, but in the neighborhoods. And if we went over to the King's house and we got in
Yeah.
trouble, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
or to the other house. I mean,
Shoot, mom
it
was whooping neighborhood kids.
It was families raising. Now you don't even know your neighbors. You don't even know your family.
nobody. Yeah.
You know, it's all separation.
Your mom threatened to fuck me up.
Oh
one time.
yeah, of course.
She's
And she
like
loved me.
4'9".
4'9" and was whooping neighborhood kids.
And told me she was gonna fuck me up.
All
one time. I was
Cav, all
like,
Cav had to do was put that arm out the
yeah, I'm
Jeep.
fucking Cab. I still don't fuck with Cab to this day. I love Uncle Cab.
But
I still ain't fucking with him.
I think families make this world better, man. It's not easy, but people give up on families so
They
much.
give up. When stuff
nowadays,
gets hard,
man.
and it always gets hard. Like,
Yeah, it
it's gonna
always
get
gets
hard.
hard.
You have to work through it. I mean,
And that's how you become good marriage material.
It is.
Stick around, you know.
'Cause now we don't-
complain.
Put in the
Shut
work.
the
Right.
fuck up.
Stop acting like bitches.
Don't be a bitch.
punk
Fucking,
motherfuckers.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
just trade up there for somebody else.
All right.
Facts.
Because
Okay.
what they say, what you trading that 2% that he lacked, you gonna end up getting somebody that is missing 30%. Like you can't trade somebody in because work on it. You know, go to counseling. Do what you got to do. If you don't want to go to, because I know a lot of people don't like to go to counseling. That's just because we
Black folks don't like to go to
Black people don't like to go to counseling, but you know, work on that. And communication is a big thing. And me and my husband have had to try to learn it. We still struggle with communication, honestly. Like, and I'll be 100%. But that right there can fix so much when you're talking.
Yep.
And you know you're able to say this is what's wrong. This is what I'm having a problem with. Because you hold that all in, and next thing you know, you getting divorced, and y'all ain't never even had a conversation
Right.
about what was really wrong.
I still remember I was going through some things and me and my wife wasn't communicating like we should. I went to these two brothers and they're like, bro, just talk to her.
Yeah.
Like, just talk.
That's all you gotta do.
You know?
Fuck that. Give me my credit. It was really me, motherfucker. Give me my credit.
He's like, don't
It was
act
me.
right.
Don't act
Oh
funny,
my
motherfucker.
God.
Now, like I'm just crazy and I don't know what the fuck I'm
it
talking
was
about.
both of y'all.
It was really me though. Tell the truth.
First of all,
It was
I
both of
told
y'all.
him.
All right, fuck it then. Fuck it. I don't want my
Like,
credit.
dude,
I don't care.
Y'all really having this conversation? Y'all
Yes.
fighting over who told
Because
you
I was
good
right. He
advice?
came back and even said, I still got the text. I keep my shit. I'm petty. I'm petty.
got receipts.
I'm
Yeah,
petty.
did I
I'm
not say,
petty.
hey,
He was
you
like,
should
hey,
do
man.
this, and that.
Yes.
You got
Both of
receipts.
y'all
Suck my
did.
dick.
So, thank you, motherfucker.
You welcome.
Oh, hey, Damone, I see you watching. I just seen your message. Hey,
You in
Damone.
my phone, ain't you?
Wow. I was like, I don't see that. Say something. Hit like and subscribe.
Well, these
So I don't
people
know
already
why.
subscribed, so thank you guys.
Well,
Right.
Thank you
Make
guys.
sure you
in
hit the
chat.
like button. I guess in this, well, now it's the one that is gonna make him kill himself.
Oh,
In this
God.
era, because you are competing with the younger versions of yourselves out there, there's younger, lighter skinned women than y'all.
Dang,
Younger,
right?
You mean white chicks?
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
no lighter.
Well, just younger then. It might not get no lighter than y'all two. Yeah.
What you talking
I'm
about?
saying, motherfucker, I'm just saying there's other light skinned bro. I'm being silly, motherfucker.
Dang, I
The
mean,
fuck are you light skinned motherfuckers?
Right.
I'm just being silly. There's younger versions of y'all coming out every day. There's younger, tighter bodies.
Damn.
They sucking cucumbers and
get to the
licking
point,
ice
man.
cream. How do you? No, the buildup is what turns him red. Don't fuck with my shit. I got a process.
Sweating.
I know. I have a process. Let me work.
Sweating and shit.
This one gonna slit his wrist in like 20 minutes.
I'm
Give me a
not.
sec. How do you keep your
Well, there's
hubby's
this little
attention?
store called Boudoir Noir.
There you go.
You just gonna stop there? Or is
mean,
that all you got?
jumped in. I'm letting you go.
I just, every now and then you gotta stop by and pick a few things up.
Keep it
fun.
interesting. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna jump right up in there. I'm not gonna run from it.
Apparently, and I didn't know this until like
Now,
a few
I'm not gonna
years
give you
ago,
the
but they make an
satisfaction.
edible lube. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Delicious.
I did not know
in
this.
there.
I didn't know
They have
that.
a pear kind.
edible
It tastes just
lube?
like pears.
How's that work?
Yeah.
Edible
I heard.
lubricant.
I
I'm
don't
not
care.
shitting you. Now, as far
Whatever.
as its slippery factor, it doesn't last for shit. But I mean, as far as its flavor, it's top notch.
Right. Right.
I just
They got all
spit
kind
on
of
it.
stuff.
Strawberries taste better than
man.
that.
Fucking cavity ass coochie.
I mean, you
just something
you
you know.
have to keep
I'm
it fresh. You
caveman.
have to still date your spouse. That's a big thing.
Yep.
Always date your spouse. Find time to go out. Just the two of you. We went on a brunch date randomly the other day and shit like that. It's just, you gotta keep it. You can't, you get sucked into the motion of everything, the everyday work, come home, do homework, practice with, all of that shit. And I mean, it's life.
It's
You're
life,
living it and you're
but-
together, but you still have to take time to date each other.
Also, the family that beats their kids together stays together.
That is right.
Well, all right. So
I leave the beating to,
So-
I can't.
date,
Braylon's getting too old for that
so-
shit. I can't do it.
date each other and
Your ass next week.
this nigga. So date each other in edible lube. That's your advice.
No, that was my advice.
The edible lube.
The edible
I said
lube. I'm
it's
sorry.
That's
So
fine,
date
right?
each other. Edible
Pick
lube.
stuff up.
What do you got?
Tasty.
Anything like that?
I mean, we've talked about, what keeps our relationship going. So
Bring another bitch. There it is.
Sometimes you got
Yeah, it fits, man.
All right.
All right.
That's what's up.
Well, I disagree with bringing another bitch because I'm gonna kill that hoe.
Right.
But, so, anyways, I would say, the biggest thing to keep you not being insecure is to make sure you're doing everything for your spouse. Because if you start feeling like you're neglecting them in any form or fashion, whether it's sex or whether it's something you used to do that you're not doing, that made them fall in love with you, you got to constantly temperature check, but at the same time, being able to be secure means that you're secure in what you're doing for that person, because that's where insecurity comes from. If you feel like you're lacking on something, you're gonna start being insecure. Well, shoot, I ain't doing that for him, so who doing it? Or he looking at this, or he, you want to make sure that you're secure within yourself. So make sure you're doing your job, and then usually, he's gonna go look at the fat. I'm gonna look at the fat ass because it's fat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been times where me and my husband are walking, and I'm like, damn, she got a fat ass, and he's like, Megan. I'm like, look,
Thanks for
it's
saying
fat.
something.
You
So
know
I
what
don't
I'm
feel
saying?
like
It's
such
fat.
a dick.
I don't want to be a dick.
I mean, that's real talk.
They
But
dap each other up and shit.
right, but in my mind, what can this little younger version of me do? Because when I was that age, I couldn't do shit for a dude. I couldn't do shit mentally, physically, but mentally, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do shit because I didn't have enough behind me, enough experience behind me to be able to support a man, to be able to submit. Like I said, it's a real conscious decision to be able to say that you're going to submit to a man. So, 25-year-old me, not gonna happen.
Worth a damn.
It wasn't gonna happen. So if he, and in my head I'm like, well, if he was to do that, because you're human, you're gonna think if he was to do that, it's his loss. Because baby, she's not gonna hold you down. She's gonna be on the next thing smoking. You're too old. You can't keep up. I mean, at the end of the day, we are equals, and I feel like we complement each other.
Poking, not next thing smoking. Next thing
Next thing poking, right?
Right.
So hey, if you decide to do that's something that
And attraction goes so much deeper than just the looks.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you gotta
I'll
find
come
that
out of the bedroom, my husband's in there ironing clothes and shit. I'm like, oh shit, woo. That looks good.
Right, like that looks
good.
Yeah, or
Cooking,
he's disciplining the kids,
Or
and you're
doing
looking at him
something
like,
that-
dang, he's a good father.
man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Attraction, I'm attracted to so many more other things other than just the look.
But you also got to be open. Okay, since I know my husband is an ass man, and I really don't have an ass, like I don't. So we went on a party bus and
Bring
we
another
went.
bitch on.
No,
Oh,
we
sorry.
don't know.
All right. All right.
We'll leave that to Justin.
All right.
However, we went to a strip
Who
club
the fuck is
and
Justin?
Oh yeah.
That's J-Rock.
J Rock. Okay, whatever. I got a little personal. I'm sorry.
A little bit, but stay focused.
But yeah, so we went to the strip club and
My government.
I didn't even know you were going by J Rock. That's my bad.
Sorry.
I didn't know you-
We all use an alias. You think his real name is
they'll
JL?
call me Cookie.
Cookie.
That's what they call me.
Barty.
Anyways, so we went to the
Sound like a
strip
stripper.
club, and so I'm like, have fun. Like I got him a lap dance. I pulled around the corner. He got a little booty on him, dancing and stuff. I'm like, okay, got a little certain way. I said, there's rules. You do need to consult. We got to consult, and then we get the girl. But whatever.
Bring another bitch on.
No,
All right,
no.
okay,
You just
all right.
really want that to be the answer. It's not
ever gonna be the
So
answer.
yeah, he likes fat ass. So let the fat ass dance on him. You know what I'm saying? Don't be
Hey,
so
stay focused. Stay
insecure.
focused. Stay focused.
Don't be so insecure that you're trying to cut him from looking
love
at
Damone.
anything. You're trying to
What
cut
did he
him
say?
from.
Stay focused. Stay
I know you.
focused. Finish it.
Anyways, you're
Finish.
trying to. Stop him from doing anything. You cannot stop a man from looking. You cannot stop a man from wanting to see a fat ass. You can't stop a man from wanting to put his hands on the fat ass.
Facts.
That's why they got strip
Threesomes.
clubs.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Strip clubs.
I'm so done.
I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with
No, there's
strip
nothing
clubs
wrong.
are bringing another bitch on.
No, you and your husband, if that's what, and I'm not even gonna say my husband is not really into strip clubs, but
Dang it.
I don't have a fat ass. So if I'm lacking a fat ass and I'm like, hey, let's treat the husband, let's let him.
Your husband don't look like he into anything. He look like just
He
an
into
unhappy
making money.
fellow.
Oh,
It's
wow.
he just look. He's a nice dude, but he just look like I hate everybody and everything ever
don't care
made
who
ever.
shoots
I'm just
at
fucking
you,
with
dude.
him. I'm just fucking with him, man. He's a nice guy, but he look like he hate everybody.
I like to say that the Shake of Guys do not live together. Therefore, this is not the home you should shoot up in case you feel compelled to do so. And that goes for her husband and former Mrs. Bezos as well.
She got
He
a
doesn't live
hitman on
here.
his ass.
I am.
She
You
can
gotta go
afford
back
it.
for a second. I
He
gotta
does
read
not
Damone's
live here.
comment, man.
Yeah, we read it. Everybody read
It
it.
is
What did he say?
fucking,
You're
yeah.
the only person who didn't read it.
Damone said, me and Brittany have been together for 16 years. You gotta keep it interessante. I can't present the same dick in the same manner and keep wifey happy.
What you do? Put a bow on it?
Yeah. You gotta dress that shit up a little bit, man. Put a fucking
I like to dress
a
up.
tuxedo
Put a hat
on it
on
or
it.
something.
We
What I
should have
like
had
to do
Dion. We
is
should have
make a
had
little
Moan on
goatee
here,
costume.
man. I didn't
And you
think
can go to
about it.
Walmart
My
and
bad,
buy those
Moan.
little googly eyes, and you
You'd be
can put
perfect
the
on this
two-sided
show.
tape on there, and then go.
No, please don't.
I'm just saying.
I would be like that.
But I'm just saying, I'm not worried about no
Arts
young
and
bitches
crafts
coming
are fun.
in. Like I said,
That
there's
was
a
weird.
lot more things that are attractive to us these days other than looks.
Just iron clothes
It's
and
like
beat
all
the
your
kids.
bills getting paid.
Right.
It really is. The older you get, you be like, oh, I filled up your gas tank and bought you a pack of cigarettes. Like, oh, this motherfucker loves me.
Shit, this month we're in the black.
This motherfucker loves me.
Right, like I never have to pump gas. Like I never pump gas. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes and fills
Yeah.
my car up
A dude should.
whenever I need gas.
If
It's
you
like
with your
stuff-
woman, they should never
That's
get out
right.
the car.
Yeah, you should-
They should never
no,
get
no.
out the
And
car.
like he'll literally take my car and go get it detailed and get it clean. Like it's just stuff like that. Like why would I go trade that in for some little young dude or old dude?
Facts. So
or-
ain't gonna do nothing but want to lay up and play PlayStation.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, you take him to a strip club, he make sure your gas tank full.
Play PlayStation if they making money.
No. I'm talking about.
Like, that's our-
I'm talking about the little 24-year-old who just want to lay around the house and
yeah, like why would I even take a chance?
You
Like,
buy him a
How the
lap
fuck
dance,
do
you
you
make
own
sure
a
your tank stay
PlayStation? You ain't got no
full.
Yeah.
job.
Right.
Right.
I got like 4 jobs and I don't have a PlayStation. What the fuck am I doing wrong?
We got all the systems.
All right,
We got,
all right.
we got all of everything.
I got one
That's a
that
money
got
maker.
dust all over it. I don't never touch
I was
it.
going to say something about that in current
sad.
events.
I like
Shit.
What's that?
Just real quick, this is so left field, but I don't know why I thought about this because you said this. On my way here, I seen one of the, I'm not going to say which one, but it has the pickup, Jesus, where you pick somebody up like a Uber or a Lyft or whatever. I'm not going to say which one. This motherfucker had a white long van with black tinted windows
Kidnapper
with that sign. Would y'all get in that van?
What did it say on it?
Well, I'm not gonna.
Right.
It was one of the. It was one of the. It had the neon
Ride-sharing.
lights.
Share,
okay.
thank you.
Ride share, yeah. long white, and you cannot see into this van.
You know, you can identify them now because they have locks on the outsides of the doors, like locks. Because when they put them in there, they
creepy as
lock
fuck.
them in so that the girls on the inside can't get out. So that's one way to identify
Okay,
them.
yeah.
I don't know.
That went really left. And
I know.
Fucking
thank you
up
for
my
bringing
shit.
down the energy of the show with kidnapping
That shit's
shit.
real though.
So Damone said his dick in the box. He said, y'all, he come to the door dressed like the UPS man with his dick in the box. Is that
Role-playing
true?
is very fun.
It is.
Yep. Sometimes he's the CEO and I'm the
The naughty
lovely
secretary
assistant
who
trying
just
to
needs to
work my way
wake
up.
up and trying to get a promotion. How do you feel about that? Your sister comes in with the little
Why you
skirt.
asking him that,
Because I
nigga?
want to make this
You must be
motherfucker
an
go
asshole.
nuts, dog.
Nope.
I want
That's
him
how,
to go
that's how
crazy.
they keep their marriage happy. That's how they keep their marriage happy, nigga.
Like, I mean, it's not like you're gonna make them feel bad. They're
Right.
married.
You change
know
your
what I
color.
mean? If he was talking to me about my sister getting it in with her husband, I don't give a shit. It's not gonna bother me. I would give her tips.
And
Hey,
DJ
try this.
See, I was right.
I
D.
would.
Jefferson,
Right.
your
Like,
husband.
yo, you married now.
What'd
You
he
go
say?
nuts.
I was right. Your husband, he said, he's like, you right. I don't like anything. He's like, all I fuck with is money and family. So I was right. Y'all talk about I'm an asshole.
No, I said,
He's like,
I
he
said
don't
all
fuck
he
with
care
nothing.
about is money
There you go.
and his family.
So I was right. I was like, he don't fuck with nothing. He don't like nobody or nothing. So I was right. Everybody think I'm crazy. I know what I'm talking about.
You are crazy, nigga.
Fuck
That's
you,
besides
cuz.
the fucking
But you know
matter.
what's so crazy? Everybody look at him like, oh, he's so, to his stuff and stuff. But like,
But there's
and he-
people called introverts. That's just life.
right?
Introverts.
But he's
That's what I just
but
said.
You said introverts. There's introverts.
Oh my god. not
yeah, intro.
fucking
It is
You're
intro.
mad at me
But-
because I know English,
intro.
sucker.
It's like intro.
Literally have an argument about this.
Y'all are
But like one thing that
little.
I'm attracted to about my husband is like for Thanksgiving, he cooked a whole meal for a family that needed, out of nowhere. Like I'm like, what are you doing? Like
the whole meal, this nigga put an alligator on the grill.
yeah, that was for like
Yeah, Dean. Hey,
it's a
Dean.
whole
If you
alligator.
watching, man,
I eat
that's
alligator.
fucked up,
I
man.
did alligator
Leave the
on
gators
Florida.
alone, man.
Hey, that gator was on that bug looking
Fuck
real
that. Leave gators
juicy.
alone, man.
Man, I was like,
Messing with them gators,
it's a
man.
I ate
whole
alligator. No, I ate alligator while I was in Florida. That shit was fire, man.
Alligators need to be pets, not food.
Pet.
They
You
tore that
want
thing
an
up.
alligator
Their
pet.
brains aren't big enough to be pets.
Well,
Facts.
They tore
All
that
they
thing
know
up,
is kill
kill you.
everything.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, stuff like that. I couldn't trade that in for some little dude I don't know. You know
Hey,
what I'm
that
saying?
nigga can cook.
And he can cook. Yeah, I'm definitely
I
not
miss some
trading that in. I
I
need
ate tacos, bro.
I miss those tacos.
I miss some tacos.
food.
Oh my God. Y'all don't say y'all miss the man. Y'all don't say, hey man, we miss your camaraderie.
they do.
Hey man, we miss your good times, the
Hey,
laughter,
nigga.
the way you made us all feel. These motherfuckers talk about the
If you
alligator
would've-
and their cheesecake and them tacos.
if you ate-
Fucking fat asses. That's all y'all think about. All y'all ain't shit.
That's why
Y'all don't
I
care
hate
about that
all
man.
Well, yes.
Y'all don't
Ate
care
them
about that
tacos,
man.
you'd
Tacos is
understand.
the shit. That mango sauce.
You fat too.
I
You
am.
skinny fat.
Delicious.
The point is that
What the fuck?
y'all have been great. This has been a wonderful interview. I've enjoyed going down memory lane a little
Whatever,
bit, fucking
nigga.
with him. Mostly this nigga angry. He ain't gonna talk to me for a week. That's all right. This has been fun. I was hoping we could make Justin kill himself, but
Nope.
it didn't work out.
He know his sister.
That's right. Fucker.
So, I mean, y'all have been very insightful. Brittany has
married
been
with
like,
children. I mean,
this
what
is how
else
you
is
stay
there? What
married.
else?
Megan's been like, this is how you stay married, and this is how you get married, and she obviously know what she's talking about. 6 months, 3 months, 6 months. She
hear
know what
that
she's
shade?
doing.
Time's a charm.
You hear that
though,
shade?
right?
Though? You hear that shade?
That was not shade. That's
She
probably,
obviously knows it in 3 months. 6 months.
no 6 months,
Oh,
3
yeah,
months,
yeah.
6 months. You got 6 months, 3 months, 6 months. They married you with their 6 months first time, 3 months second time, 6 months third time. Third time's the charm, like she said. I agree.
But it was
totally.
after 6 years.
The third time, the first time, and the second
Oh my
time.
God. Okay.
But,
we get it.
but he did say the first day that I met him, you're gonna be my wife, and I was like, boy, please.
And one day.
That was one day.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. We call you Thunder
Now
Snatch.
I'm hungry, nigga. All right, let's
And
wrap this up.
fat ass. Start talking about
Get the pear
gators and
lube ready, babe.
tacos.
I'm coming home.
All this talk about tacos and gators and pear flavored lube just got him going. He gonna go home and do some real nasty shit.
With some CBD oil.
You on that dick.
I'm done. You got anything else?
Fuck y'all.
Basically.
For winning and for losing.
That wasn't shady. He said, it wasn't shady. That was actually a flat
No,
compliment.
he's meant to say it's her.
No, he was talking to Jay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm used to it. But this nigga said, fuck y'all. You got anything else before we go up?
Nah, man, y'all have a Merry Christmas, man.
Nah.
Make sure you spend time with your family over the holidays. Family's where it's at.
It is.
It's
Family over
important.
everything.
You know what I'm saying? And just, be blessed and happy birthday, homeboy Jesus. That's it.
Yee.
My nigga.
In all seriousness, I'd like to thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with us tonight, ladies.
Anytime.
Little unknown fact, but I'm sure it should be obvious by now. We've known each other for
Yeah, day one.
how old are you?
36,
Right.
so yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
30 years. You know what I'm saying? We go way back. So
Right.
These
We
are my
appreciate-
brothers too.
we
Yeah, I know
appreciate
they
y'all
act
coming
crazy.
out and talking about this stuff because I mean, if anything you take away from what I have to say, I separate myself here. I'd like to rebuild the American family. I mean, I think
Agreed.
with a stronger family, we're gonna have a stronger country, and it will be less acceptable to peach and orange fuckery. You know,
Yes.
you know, we don't have to. We don't feel like we need a tangerine to lead us into disaster.
Exactly.
You know, somebody to come and rescue us because we have a strong family, which has a strong community. And I just like to say thank you guys for coming out and sharing your stuff with us. And thanks everyone who's in the chat room. I appreciate y'all too. I appreciate y'all being in here on a Saturday night when y'all could have been doing anything else. So thank y'all for that. Really appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to you guys and a Happy New Year. Well, we'll
Yeah.
probably be back before the new year goes out, so we'll fuck with y'all a little bit around then. But that's really all I have to say, and that's it.
Hold on one second. Brittany, I know you're a up and coming world famous comedian. Did you want to shout out where they can find some of your stand up at?
She ain't doing shit right
I haven't been doing anything lately.
Wow. Damn.
I haven't been.
Still though, they can find old shit.
Just,
They can find some of her.
Please continue.
on
Please.
YouTube, Brittany Howard Edibles. Just look that up.
What?
Edibles.
That's-
They
that's-
can watch-
Brittany Howard
They can
Edibles.
watch
Oh.
you past comedy. So
Okay,
they
I
can
thought
get
like
ready
you
for
made
some new
edibles
stuff.
or something.
I ate edibles. And I have a whole set on it.
So Brittany Howard Edibles.
Brittany Howard
You want to
Edibles.
shout out your social media or anything like
Yep.
that?
I mean, not my social media, but you can definitely.
Husband.
Yeah, my
Thank you.
husband, Motivated Movers, Florida, is actually going to be expanding to Fort Wayne, Indiana. So if you need any of your logistics needs, it can be across the nation. We can handle all of that. If you're moving, whatever it is, we'll give you a discount if you mention this show. So,
Hey, does he move people state to
oh
state?
yeah, he has workers. They move people.
I need that actually. Cause I'm
Are you about to
moving.
move?
Yeah, we'll talk
All right,
about that
cool. Yeah.
later. Well, I guess going out then, because you already
Yeah.
talked and you said she ain't
Yeah.
shit, because you suck. No, honestly, we joke a lot. We have a good time, but I honestly want to say the stuff we talk about is legitimate. It is real, and I hope people take heed to some of the things that these young ladies were saying, especially because it can impact your life. It can make a difference. So if you put some stock into what they're saying, you can benefit from it. So hopefully the women out there who see this, you listen to what they have to say, and you can get married not 3 times, but at least get married.
shame
That was a
is
shot.
real.
And then to the Jeff Bezos bitch, I am still for sale. And I am gonna say goodnight now.
Fuck Nick Cannon and Suge.
God damn, you ain't gonna
Love you,
That's how you wanna end it?
Love you, Mom. Be home soon. Love you,
That's how
Darius.
you want to end that. All right, we are the Shake Up guys. Thank you and good night.
Good night.